Hello and welcome to Podcast First Player, episode 131. I'm one of your hosts, Cal, and as always, I'm joined by a man who came up to me today and showed me a photo. He said, "Here's a picture of me with REM. That's me in the corner. It's only bloody Dan."
Oh, you could have gone, and that's me in the spotlight. Like
could have been any of them lines.
Some sort of slideshow. You go, oh, there's me in the corner. There's me in the spotlight. Oh, you missed a great opportunity for an REM slideshow joke.
I'm sorry.
Clearly you didn't think it through enough.
I thought that'd be enough.
Oh, it was pretty good though. Well done.
Thanks. It's a welcome return.
Yeah.
How the diddly devily do are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing? You alright?
I'm alright. I'm feeling energetic. I'm not in the slightest. I'm very tired.
Well, yeah, we've both been at work, so
Yeah.
that never helps. Plus, I've been up since like 7 this morning.
Oh, really? Have you, Dan?
Oh, God, don't do this. Well, I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning because I've got a stupid job.
4:30.
No one should be getting up at that time in the morning. It should be criminal.
I fully agree.
Fucking rubbish.
I'm going to make a stance right now.
Go on strike.
I wish. I got taxed loads this fucking month.
Well, this is what happens. They go, oh, overtime, do you want loads of overtime? It's like, yeah, I'll do the overtime. And then they go, well, after we've taxed you for all the extra overtime, you've actually got about 40 quid extra. It's like, but I did like 25 extra hours. What the fuck?
I earned like an extra nearly £500 this month.
Banging.
Well, no, I walked away. I got taxed like 238 quid.
Oh.
So like that. And then 120 national insurance.
Fucking
So
Laura.
it's absolutely worth it.
Damn you, taxman!
Luckily, because that was like my extra pay, and then I've done 2 lots of overtime. But luckily, I didn't get paid that this month. I'll get it next month. So that worked in my favour.
Did you know that there are about 125 species of monkey?
I didn't. I imagine that's the majority of the people that listen to us.
Well, there you go. And did you also know that not all owls are able to hoot?
I did know that, actually.
And did you also know that cats knead with their paws when they're happy?
I knew they need. I didn't know it was because they're happy.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Dan. Name me one part of a pig that you can't eat.
The bones.
No, you can eat the bones.
It's not recommended though, is it?
Well, I've never tried one myself, but...
Okay, part of a pig you can't eat. The cerebral spinal fluid.
I'm assuming you can.
What, in a cocktail?
Yeah.
With a little curly straw in it. Little, like the tail.
It's just a tail, yeah.
Yeah. Part of the pig you can't eat. Well, you can eat the heat.
There's only one part of a pig you can't eat.
Right. I mean, I think you can eat pretty much anything. The teeth, I guess.
Yeah, you can eat the teeth.
Why would you eat? Pig's teeth? Like on a kebab.
Why would you eat a pig's anus? Dan?
It's a celebrity challenge. That's what you need to do to stay in the jungle, man. A piece of a pig you can't eat.
There's only one part of a pig you can't eat.
Is it like it's kid? Oh, no, that'd be like patties.
You can absolutely eat its kidneys.
Yeah.
Give up.
Yeah.
It's oink. You can eat every part of a pig,
but you can't eat the oink.
But you can't eat the oink.
Yeah. Is it because it's not real?
Yeah. Oh. Although I suppose it would just be its voice box, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but that means you'd have to also, if you made it oink directly into your mouth.
That's disgusting.
I guess you could eat that. It's like the bloody farms. Get out of my field, you fucker! Stop eating my pig's oinks. They're all bloody mutes now.
You know, when you walk past a farm, well, you don't, but when you walk past a farm and they've got like logs for sale and stuff past a farm.
Is this in Italy?
Anyway, you want some fucking news?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was reading animal facts from the back of an Easter egg box.
Because it's nearly Christmas, so why not?
Oh, it's on my monitor, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
So clearly I was just so fascinated with these animal facts that I decided to take a picture of it.
Clearly.
Christ knows when that was, but there you go.
Easter, I'm guessing.
But yeah, but I don't know which Easter. I've had this memory card for a long time yet.
Oh, yeah. Yo. Sad news, Dan.
One of the Joker movies has been cancelled.
Oh, you've ruined later on's news. But, no. Developer Telltale Games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what this is. Don't tell me.
Alright, go on.
No, I was just because then I was just like, yeah, I know what.
All right. Maker of the popular episodic narrative games The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, as well as other games, closed down last Friday. It saw 250 employees, or 90% of the workforce, laid off without severance. However, Dan, now the studio says it's shopping around so that it can complete the final season of The Walking Dead. So it's heading off to third-party partners in hopes of appeasing fans eager for a conclusion to the saga that began in 2012 as an original spin-off of the graphic novel and the TV show. The second episode of the fourth and final season is due out this week, but Telltale has neither the finances nor the development team to finish the season's remaining 2 episodes. Now, 2 things are wrong with this, Dan. 1, The Walking Dead has taken basically the spotlight for everything, and I would quite like another Wolf Among Us. Also, I want this Netflix Stranger Things that they was making.
Oh yeah.
That would please me more. However, they can't sack everyone and then go on and finish the game that they've been working on.
No, I'm more
That's
concerned.
disgusted.
I'm more concerned with staff and just being completely dumped rather than any games that they may or may not have been working on.
Yeah.
I was aghast when I read
come out of
this.
nowhere.
Yeah, because
Absolutely
it was
out of
just
nowhere.
like it wasn't as if they were like they're a studio that people you go, oh, another another Telltale game, brilliant. What's this one? Guardians of the Galaxy, awesome. It's going to be awesome. Oh, Minecraft, fantastic. And then they go, yeah, we run out of money. And it's like, whoa, how close to the bone were you running?
Well, apparently, some reports say that it was the staff were overworked, and it wasn't a particularly nice place to work. But it was good enough to stay working there, which is, if it was that bad, you'd get out.
Well, it's not an easy industry to switch jobs in.
Well, no, but there's been loads of developers that have reached out to the guys that have been let go and go, if you want a job, come to us.
We'll sort you out, yeah.
So
I think that's more solidarity for
what's happened. I mean,
people being shit on.
They did the same thing when Microsoft fucked off Lionhead, and Sony basically went, "We'll take you." Yeah. I don't know what happened with that, but they were like open arms with it. Yeah. Can you imagine that if Fable, the new Fable, came out on PS4, not Xbox?
Oh, that'd be weird. That.
Yeah, I'd still buy it, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Microsoft own Fable though. Not Lionhead, so
it's I don't know. Maybe we just passed Fable now. Maybe Fable's too old. It's not to the point where people are.
We've got The
looking
Witcher.
forward to it. Yeah. Why would we need anything else? We've got
Sorry,
Cyberpunk coming out next year. Do you want to give me Fable instead of Cyberpunk? No thanks.
Speaking of first party games, briefly, I saw an article possibly yesterday, day before, and it said when can fans expect to see Spider-Man on Xbox? I was like, what the fuck? So I clicked it and his basis went, never. It's like, because it's Sony owned, it's very unlikely that we're ever going to see Spider-Man and Uncharted and God of War. It's like, no shit.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's not article
stupid,
worthy, for God's sake.
I was just like, what the fuck? But I clicked it because it was. It wasn't like a. When you're reading stuff and then you've got the shitty articles at the sponsored things at the bottom of the page.
Sure.
It wasn't one of them. It was on. It was on GameSpot or something like that. But because the people who made Spider-Man they made Sunset Overdrive exclusively for Xbox. I was like, oh, maybe it's like a time thing then. And it's not.
No, see, when I call this out and I'm just like, Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare, then they go, oh, you get this and you'll get the Modern Warfare remaster.
Yeah.
Oh, but it won't be out anywhere else, so you better buy this. And I was just like, bollocks, you're going to sell that as a standalone.
Yeah.
And then they did.
But it wasn't like the day after or nothing. It was quite a long time after.
Nor did I say it was going to be, give it 6 months and then it will. I was just like, there's no way that they're going to keep these as a single item. They will separate them out because they know that they can sell it to people.
Yeah.
I can categorically tell you now, there is no way that Sony are going to let anyone else make that Spider-Man game.
Oh, they
or
fuck.
any other games in that universe. Never in a million years.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Sony own the rights to, like, I think they get like all the, especially the Amazing Spider-Man games. I'm pretty sure they saw a cut from all of that because it's Sony-owned property, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they technically still do own Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, he's only on loan, I guess, to Marvel Studios.
Yeah, like movie-wise.
But I obviously, I don't know as to whether the agreement that they have also covers other forms of media as well.
I imagine at most,
because like Marvel's still making
Spider-Man
Spider-Man comics, so it's not as if they can never use the word Spider-Man again.
I don't know.
They must be for a movie
to look
licensing.
into.
So they were just like, look, we want the movie rights, and we'll take the video game rights as well. Because although, to be fair, who made the last Spider-Man game?
Activision?
Oh no, you're thinking way too far back. Like the Amazing Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Was there anything after the Amazing Spider-Man 2 actually?
Oh yeah, like Shattered Dimension. B. Morse code. Tell me what it was. Oh, what was it called? It begins with a B. It's like Baymax. Not Baymax. Baynox. Something like that.
What?
I'm sure it's like Beanox or someone who made it.
I thought you meant the game name.
No. It was like Shattered Dimensions and stuff.
Oh, I have no idea.
Let me have a look now. Shattered Dimensions. Yeah, Beanox. Beanox made it.
And what else have they made?
Who,
are they owned by Sony or are they?
No. Beanox aren't.
Yeah, they're just an independent.
Yeah. Oh, they're a subsidiary of. And it was announced that Beanox was the developer behind the Windows version of Activision Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Yeah, they just make multi-format games.
Fair enough. But this is something they've said, look, people are loving Spider-Man at the moment. We can't make the films because we can't do them properly anymore. But a game, though, the game might work. And then they've made this. And it's amazing.
Excuse
spectacular even. Yeah, I mean, we completed it. It is genuinely, I'm fucking gutted that it's only on the PlayStation, because if I had that for the PC, I don't think there'd be much else getting played at the moment. It is a fantastic game. I love it.
There you go. And Dan didn't even care about it. He was like, Spider-Man. Well,
it just
give me pictures of Spider-Man.
If they want to make a universe set in this Spider universe that they are making, that Insomniac's making, then I want to see, an Iron Man in this universe. I want to see a Daredevil in this universe.
Oh,
a Luke
man.
Cage, a Ghost Rider. Do you know what I mean? I want to see all of them.
Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, basically, if you just took out the thwipping and just had
some
Billy
sticking,
Billy Club swinging, then yeah, Daredevil, boom.
Why don't they do it like the cancelled Activision Daredevil game, where he got around the cities by like grinding on telephone wires?
See, I'd like to see, like, because there's bits and pieces of sort of like detective work in just call it PS4 Spider-Man. I think everyone just calls it, don't they?
Yeah.
But imagine if there was a section where, or like like in the darkness, you have to smash all the lights in order to be able to function with the darkness properly. So if you
Excellent
could just
game.
kill the power in a room and then you drop in, and instead of seeing everything like night vision or whatever, it's in like his echolocation kind of Daredevil sense. That'd be amazing.
Do you remember that picture that come out? It was like around about the time when the Netflix show started, and it was like exclusive peek at the first person Daredevil game, and it was just a black square.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But back to sad news. Obviously the people who was working at Telltale are now, many of whom are no longer able to afford healthcare, rent, or other basic necessities.
I bet they can't.
So that's fun.
Well, this is it. I mean, think how many people at the moment in this world live sort of paycheck to paycheck, basically.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden your employer just went, oh, by the way, yeah, we can't afford to pay you anymore, you're out.
Yeah.
That's happened to me. That exact same thing is that they just said, we can't afford to keep you on, that's it, you're done. And I was just like, what? That's when I moved back to the Isle of Wight, that's why I had to do that. Because they just dropped me without any warning at all. So I can totally sympathise, because it's a shitty situation to be put in.
Thing is, though,
but
go on.
go on. No, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, for somebody as big as Telltale, that should never have happened.
Yeah, you'd think that they, like, because you think if you got yourself a job there, that you go, oh, this is a pretty decent, it's not a mobile phone game that's, going to die out in 6 months. And potentially I might have to look for other work then. You think, oh, well, they're pretty established. They should be around for a long old time.
Yeah.
It's like if, it is like Activision. If they just went, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that was all the warning that you got. Because they just said, right, well, your area of the studio, working on whatever thing that you're doing at the moment, you're just done. And rather than try and integrate you into another team, maybe you're gone without any severance as well. I mean, surely if they knew that they wouldn't be able to keep themselves open, that's the one thing that you'd make sure you go. Yeah. We're going to have to let everybody go, but we want to make sure that they're at least able to survive.
Yeah, even if it's just
whilst
like
they look for other work,
2 or 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, again, that would be shitty.
It's better than it is now.
Precisely. And that's why I feel so sorry for them.
I'd rather have that one last paycheck where it goes,
just be
right,
thrown out on the street.
I've got to just get a job before the end of the fucking month or whatever.
Yeah.
Rather than, because they were given like half an hour. They were given 30 minutes to get out.
I mean, again, this is all just stuff that's floating around. So
this is from people that work there.
I know,
that
but
worked there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always, bad blood and stuff. I don't know if I necessarily trust everything that's said from either side. Yeah. But if that is the case and that's what they did, and again, I'm not saying that that's not what happened. It's just that I don't know.
We weren't there.
Yeah, exactly. That is fucking. That's just the worst thing that you could do. Just say, right, half an hour, off you pop, and that's it. That's utter bullshit.
And then a few days later, you find out that they're thinking of going to another
we still want to finish
developer.
The game, though. The thing is, though, I've seen the other side of this, and it's really pissed me off. There's like a bunch of people who are saying, oh, well, if they cared about the game, then they'd just go back and do it for free.
Why?
Like, what? It's like, do you realise how jobs work?
Yeah.
Like, your time is compensated.
That could be time spent getting another job in order to live.
Go, no, but we love this game so much. So rather than, try and look for another job so we can afford to eat, instead we're going to go back to a company that's just thrown us out on our fucking arse and finish a game for them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that the last thing that they care about at this point is Telltale's current product line.
Nah.
They couldn't give a flying fuck about it. They're more concerned about trying to survive.
The people that truly care about this game will finish it in the form of a mod, and they'll just do it themselves and go, here's a homage to what could have been.
Well, hats off to the to any of the studios that, or any other people that said, we'll, whatever your skills are, let us know. If we can scoop you up and give you a job, let us know. So well done to them.
Corey, Mr. Barlog, I want to say, Mr. God of War director, he put a very sincere tweet out earlier today, but it was about the news of Telltale approaching third-party developers to get the game finished, and Corey's basically just gone, don't give a fuck about they finishing the game. You need to sort out all the people that have lost their jobs and who can't afford to live. We could wait for a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, good boy. I like Corey. He's a nice guy.
He is.
He is. He's like, I like to call him Uncle Corey
He's the nice uncle you don't get to see very often.
Yeah. But when I do, he's got two blades.
He's got a great present.
Yeah. I haven't seen you for 30 years. He's a rocket horse. I don't know.
Right. Well,
Anyway.
I hope you've got some more.
I do indeed, Dan.
Some cheerier news, maybe.
Depends how you look at it. The Todd Phillips, who's the director of the upcoming Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, has been just flooded Instagram with pictures and all sorts. And I'm positive.
I like it.
I'm not a fan. I'll tell you what's really annoyed me, actually, is the amount of comments I've seen where there was one that did make me laugh, and it's got a picture of Heath Ledger's Joker and then a picture of like just Joaquin Phoenix, and it says it's like, can I copy your homework? He says, yeah, just change it a little bit so it doesn't look like you've copied it. And it's got okay, and then it's the picture of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Yeah.
But my argument being, and I'll still say it, Heath Ledger was not the best Joker, regardless of what anyone says. It was one that fitted very well within the Nolan universe, but he only won the Oscar because of he unfortunately passed. I don't think he'd have won an Oscar if he hadn't have passed away.
It's a pretty controversial decision.
No, and I stand by it because it was just a different take on the Joker, and it was a very good one, and I very much enjoyed it. But I think it's another one, like an unfortunate situation, and people have escalated it to higher praise than it not deserves, because it was very good. Do you get where I'm going with it?
No, because I want to know who you think is better.
Mark Hamill.
Well, yeah, he's got the voice.
No, I don't mean painting white and put him in a film, but he's a better one, and I think Jack Nicholson as well.
No, I disagree completely.
Not the film.
Mark Hamill.
The film was. I don't like the film as much as The Dark Knight, but I think, I don't know. Jack Nicholson was more comic booky, and Heath Ledger's was more grounded and realistic in a world where there's a man dressed up as a bat. But I think the problem is the Heath Ledger Joker was realistic, like the only way to make the Joker realistic. So as soon as somebody else does it, like, why are you just copying Heath Ledger? And I don't think they are. I think they're just drawing upon the same ground of, this isn't going to be a superhero blockbuster comic book film. It's going to be a realistic, like, grisly tale. And I think there's bound to be comparisons between the two.
More than likely, but I mean, there's comparisons between all of them. Like,
yeah,
constantly. Like, as soon as Jared Leto was, and they go, here's the picture of Jared Leto, and people went, what is this? What is this?
But all the people complaining about that, and then like they'll praise Heath Ledger, and there has been multiple versions of the Joker where he has had tattoos and stuff, and he's a bit more of a, not as much of a gangster as this guy was, but there's been multiple
the
versions.
aesthetics I can get past if he's a scary guy, and he's not.
I still think, had the film been good, and had he actually fucking been in it, I think Jared Leto would have made a decent Joker.
I don't know.
It's just the film was dog shit, and it was doomed from the fucking start. But
yeah, it was.
And the fact that they took him out and he's in it for like 15 seconds didn't help. I saw a thing today though, which doesn't work, but that if this one does do really well, and they end up incorporating it into the DC EU, whatever the fucking hell is happening with it, that this is the real Joker, and Jared Leto was like Jason Todd or something.
I know, but then if they go, well, what we'll do is we'll just make 6 Joker movies. Whichever one works, that's the Joker.
Yeah.
The others are just all imposters or clones or whatever.
Well, it doesn't work though, because at the beginning of Suicide Squad, when it's introducing Harley, it says she's gone to prison for the murder of Robin.
Complicit in the murder of Robin.
Yeah. But so that means, but it doesn't say the Joker, did it? And if he's dead, then he can't be Jason. Because it's not going to be any others.
So yeah, I mean that's
wouldn't work anyway. It was just like it's just like a theory thing someone had put up.
I think that's thinking too deeply into it.
Yeah.
I really don't think they put that much effort.
I'm pretty sure the DCU's they're just gonna shut it all down.
Well, the thing is, right? Because I like Joaquin Phoenix as an actor. I think he is a good actor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think he's got the right kind of creepy face for it. Because and he looks like these photos that Tom Phillips is leaking in air quotes are like it looks just like a sad man. He's just like everything's just going tits up for him, and it looks like it's just what's the animated film where he's talking about it's the creation of the Joker basically, and he
the Killing Joke.
Maybe it is, yeah.
Well, that's like this one of the Joker origins.
But this is the thing, right? I mean, ultimately, it comes down to that: is it okay that he has an origin? And I don't know if I'm kind of cool with that because I want it like that's why the Heath Ledger Joker story worked, because he didn't have a specific origin. People were pulling different things, and he would change his story every time he told it, which meant that
this film isn't like they've already said this is going to be one of a numerous film, not necessarily Joker films, but
it's an elsewhere story.
Yeah, it's going to be an elsewhere. So the fact that it's an origin doesn't really make a difference because
no, I guess not.
Like
it's
Batman
just
could be a fucking pimp in it if it was in it.
Steampunk Batman.
Yeah, like just something outlandish that doesn't affect the rest of the other films because it's not connected in any way.
I don't think it would matter even if it did, to be honest.
Nah.
I mean, I think the Flash has been... Oh, excuse me. I think the Flash has been pushed back again, which means that like Aquaman's the next one that's coming out, then Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, what then? Like, it's... Unless... Because, I mean, Wonder Woman is the only film that they've made that's any good so far.
I think Aquaman
Justice League has got
good.
Some bits in it. BVS has got one good scene in it that I like.
Warehouse scene.
Man of Steel, I thought it was promising because it seemed to be like, oh god, what if Superman was like this? It's kind of interesting. And then you go, oh no, they just don't really know what they're doing with it. But then Wonder Woman came out, and I was just like, oh my god, finally, is someone fucking steering the ship now? And then.
I think we may have said it on the podcast before. I can't remember if somebody else has said it. But do you think Wonder Woman was as good just because all the others were shit?
I don't think so.
I mean, I really enjoyed it, but I've only watched it once. I really
liked it.
I've only watched it once.
I mean, obviously, it can only be compared to the other ones that it's in its specific little universe.
Yeah.
So... But, you can do the same thing. Like, this weekend just gone, I watched Iron Man and Iron Man 2. And I was just like, God, Iron Man is so much better than Iron Man 2. But it's not to say that Iron Man 2's bad. It's just that you're sort of like, bleh, it's fine. It just doesn't bring anything to the table,
What? It had Whiplash in it.
Fuck Whiplash. But Iron Man 1, though, like the whole thing with the K, like just the opening to that film where he finally builds the suit. I mean, it sort of peters out a little bit towards the end, where it's just like, well, I've got a suit too, and it's just bigger than yours. I was just like, no. But the whole build-up and like the fact that, he has this like whole change of heart, and he goes, oh God, this is what my life has become, and this is what people think of me, and, he has that kind of awakening in that moment of clarity, and that was just, it's so well done. And then he finally gets the suit, and he goes to this horrible place, and he just fucks everyone up. I was just like, Christ almighty, this is why this film launched a franchise.
Yeah.
It's so good. And yet, the CGI is it doesn't hold up particularly well. It's 10 years old now. And it does look like, especially when he's in the suit, when it's being put onto him.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like, oh, God, that doesn't look good anymore.
It's a lot. It's like 10 years old though.
I know, but that's the thing. But I still enjoyed it. I was like, yeah, come on, Tony Stark. But then when I watched like Man of Steel, I'm just like, oh yeah, Superman, yeah. Like there wasn't a pull into it in the same kind of way. And Wonder Woman, I kind of got that because I was just like, I want to see what Wonder Woman's up to.
Yeah.
I want to follow her through time and see what she's doing, through all this crazy stuff. And yeah,
for like up until the last quarter of the film, Wonder Woman's really good, and then it's the minute it steps foot into superhero blockbuster franchise.
I'm Ares, and I was
it's
Ares
just
all
like,
along. And you're like, oh, okay.
It's like, let's get it
With a big
over
monster
with.
covered in fire. All right.
We could have gone without a big CGI monster fest, but
you see, though, this is the thing, is that's where I think like Zemo is a really good bad guy.
Yeah.
And like, obviously the majority of the Marvel Netflix villains are all good bad guys.
Yeah.
And to an even bigger extent, Thanos is a good bad guy. Even though he has got all the superhero crazy comic stuff that goes along with him, it's because you understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, but it's not like when you meet Ares and it's just like, oh, it's just like a big ass battle. Even when
I'm the god of war, let's fight.
And that's literally Wonder Woman versus him. And yet in Infinity War, you've got loads of fucking characters, especially when they get to when they're with Black Panther, and you've got thousands of people, but it's still not like a superhero cliche battle. There's like, I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on, but there's still like humanizing character elements to it. And it's like, I mean, there was people crying in cinemas and stuff when some of the stuff was happening. And it's just like freaking out at things that are happening on screen because we've had 10 years to build up to it. And I think if not so much Wonder Woman, but if Batman v Superman had had 3 or 4 films to build up to it, I don't think it'd still been as good of a film if it was the film it is now, but at least you've had time to get to know the characters and kind of root for one side or the other, whereas nobody really liked Man of Steel except for Zack Snyder.
This is why, like, making a whole bunch of films about the same person is just sort of like, but then if people go, well, I like that Heath Ledger, like that was a good Joker in that film, and then they go, here's Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, you go, well, I still prefer Heath Ledger. Here's Jared Leto as the Joker in his own separate film. It's not as good as that one either. Like, just make one and stick to your guns and get rid of it if it doesn't work.
Heath Ledger, could they?
Well, no, obviously, but then again, they couldn't have used him even if he was still alive, because obviously it's nothing to do with the universe that they're trying to make now. But I would have much rather have seen a Joaquin Phoenix, like, I don't want to say typical Joker, but what you would immediately think of. It's the Arkham Asylum kind of Joker.
Yeah.
He's dead skinny, and he's scary, and he's smart. Like that kind of a Joker with someone like Harley, but a bit more mental maybe than she is in Suicide Squad. Because she's like, oh, I'm kooky.
Margot Robbie was a good choice.
Again,
but
piss poor script.
Yeah, I think with as a better film, she would have been very good. And she had the mannerisms and she had the looks.
Yeah, I think so.
But it was just I don't know, it just came across as
sleazy.
The minute you see it, you're like, that's going to be 70% of people's Halloween costumes.
Everyone's going to copy that, and to this day they're still doing it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Zoe dressed up as Harley Quinn for Halloween last year, but she went as...
but she went as Batman animated.
Yeah, the animated series Harley, because she hates the Margot Robbie one.
I'm sure she does.
Obviously, as a massive comic book and Batman fan, I dressed up as Rick from Rick and Morty. Which I was very proud of.
It was pretty good.
I worked very hard on that.
Yeah.
But that's all I got from Margot Robbie's. And when she was cast, I was like, yeah, I like her. She's going to do a good job. And then Suicide Squad. The more I saw of it, I was like, oh god, no. Why?
I don't know. I like the idea of a sort of someone who's just getting pushed more and more and more, and then slides down a rabbit hole to the point where, like, 'cause I mean, even if they go, oh well, this isn't the Joker, or it's not a Joker, it's just one of many potential possible Jokers, and this is how he came to be. I think it'd be interesting to see as to how they go, this was the breaking point, and this is how he turned.
One of the pictures Todd Phillips had put on Instagram, I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's he's in the clown makeup, but he's got like a almost like a green afro wig, like a proper clown hair, and he's got the big shoes, and he's got like the proper clown clothes, and he sat down, and then there's another one where he's in a payphone, and it's like maybe this is the call that makes him snap, basically.
So while he's in the costume,
yeah, he's still in the costume, and then
I see, okay,
and then the following pictures, which were actually leaked, I think. Well, not leaked. They were put out the day before. It's him in the full get-up. Makeup's a little bit smudged. He's got the green hair like slicked back, and it looks like he's either in a town. You can't really see because it's quite zoomed in, or he's in like a subway or something. And there's loads of people. Some people look scared, and then there's other people with it says "Clown for Mayor" like on a banner, stuff like that.
See, to me already, just off images, this is sounding like a really interesting film.
I think it's going to be very, because who's in it? Robert De Niro. He plays a talk show host.
What's her name?
From Deadpool.
Yeah,
Zazie Beetz.
Oh, I can't remember her name, but yeah, she's in it as well in some capacity or another.
But Robert De Niro plays a talk show host, which it does sound very similar, and I think
G. Gordon Godfrey or something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, what's the name? It's from The Dark Knight Rises. Is the talk show host that the Joker kills?
Yeah. And I think he'll kidnap him and hold him hostage or something.
It is G. Gordon Godfrey, yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, again, it's just because I'm thinking of The Dark Knight Returns. So if they're trying to pull certain characters from, I don't know, from that performance from that film anyway, it doesn't strike me as the one that Robert De Niro would go for. I imagine he's a bit J. Jonah, really. I guess.
Yeah, I think it'll be more. I think it's going to be very like story-driven, like narrative based, like but just following him in his spiraling descent as things just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until the point maybe at the end of the film he is full on fucking Joker.
Well, this is it though. Is it sort of like Crazy Capers Joker, or is it like I'm going to kill everyone I can get my hands on, kind of like maniac psychopath Joker? Because I don't think we've seen that kind of scare. Like, again, I don't want to keep on going back to it, but in The Dark Knight Returns, it's in part 2. Basically when Batman and Joker are just beating the living shit out of each other. And then Batman's winged a batarang in the Joker's eye. Yeah. And broken his neck. And he just does this thing just before he kills himself, where he looks down, like he's got his head down, he looks through, like looks up towards Batman. Yeah. And his face is just I'm gonna have to Google the picture and just send it over to you on fucking Skype.
Oh no, I know the exact one you mean.
Yeah, that face, like just that level of Joker. Just before
he snaps his own neck.
Exactly, yeah. That level of Joker, that's what I'm missing. That's what I haven't seen. So we've seen this sort of like creepy, slimy Joker from the Jared Leto one. We've seen the comedy caper Joker from Mark Hamill, and pretty much any Joker that he's voiced, with the exception of maybe the Arkham Asylum ones, who is a bit more mental. And then we've got the kind of driven, focused. I have a plan to kill everyone in chaos.
One step ahead of everyone.
Yeah, Heath Ledger Joker. I don't think I've seen a oh my god, that is the last person you want to run into in the middle of the day, let alone in a dark alley.
I would say Jerome from Gotham is very, very fucking close to that Joker.
Yeah.
I know you haven't got that far into it yet, but it's very unpredictable. And I can't say a lot because I don't want to spoil it because I know you haven't watched it. But he's by far my favourite Joker. By far. He's better than Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, and
Well, Jack Nicholson was the
Mark
kind of
Hamill.
comedy slapsticky kind of...
Jack Nicholson was just what's his name from the Adam Wests?
Oh, fuck me.
Mustache Man.
Yeah.
I've got George Romero in my head.
I think
But
Romero,
it's somewhat similar, isn't it?
Caesar Romero.
Caesar
I didn't
Romero.
even have to Google it.
There you
That's
go.
it. Caesar Romero, yes.
Jack Nicholson was just Caesar Romero's without the campiness.
Yeah,
That's it. But he was more of a villain, not this. It's not even the Joker in the Adam West one. He's just a fucking clown. But he was basically just, let's take that Joker and just make it a little bit darker. Still have some funny bits, like where he's got the gun with the bang that comes out of it.
yeah.
But he's a bit of a fucking nut job, and he will kill people. And then obviously, other than the animated series and stuff, we haven't had another one up until Ledger. And I mean, I put him down like that, but don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy Heath Ledger's. But I do honestly think it's because of the unfortunate events that surrounded the film. Put it up on a pedestal a bit too much. Because up until this point, everyone's fucking not everyone, but comic book fans were complaining because this isn't a Batman film. Blah blah blah. It's too far off from the comics, and then that happens, and it's like, oh, this is fucking amazing. By far the best. The Dark Knight Returns was rated the best comic book film of all time. After Infinity War came out.
Okay, then it's not true.
Exactly. Thank you.
But it is probably, I think it is probably the best film that's related to a DC.
Are we including
property.
animated films?
No, obviously not.
No, there you go then.
It's the best live action film that's related to a DC property.
Wonder Woman?
I'd say it's even better than that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean Wonder Woman is by
Suicide
far
Squad?
the best of any of the like any of the newer ones. Wonder Woman is definitely the best. But when I'm looking at Wonder Woman 84, Aquaman, and this new Joaquin Phoenix Joker film, that is the one I want to watch. Not Aquaman. I don't want to watch any more Wonder Woman. I want to watch that Joker film.
Aquaman looks fine, but I think it's going to be Thor Ragnarok underwater.
Yeah, but without the lightheartedness, I guess.
I think there'll be funny bits to it.
Again, the only reason I want to watch that is for Black Manta.
Yeah, because he does look cool as fuck.
Yeah, it was just like they've actually managed to put him in that stupid fucking helmet, and he looks awesome.
I'm looking forward to it, to be fair. Probably more so than Shazam, but we'll get onto that.
Oh yeah, Shazam again. Shazam. It'll be fine, and I want to see that because I think it will be a complete departure from everything else we've seen so far, as for something that is in the same universe.
Yeah.
So I want to see how tonally it looks compared to the others, but I'm not looking forward to it. It's like Venom. It's like, well, I'll watch it, but I'm not looking
That's
forward
out
to
in
it.
like 2 weeks.
I know. It's just sort of like,
Hey,
it's going to be all right, I guess. But
I had a video I was meant to send you earlier on. Someone's done like a CGI animated, where the bit from the trailer when Venom's holding the guy who looks like Jason Statham in the street, and he's like, it was like the first reveal one, and he's like, who are you? He's like, we are Venom.
Yeah.
That scene, but just as he says it, fucking Tom Holland's Spider-Man swings in and they have a big fight. So well animated. I swear to God, it's fucking amazing. Really good.
Yeah.
So I'll send that to you later. But I'm very much looking forward to the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. My original point, I don't like the nose.
I don't know. I think the more sort of like hyper realistic the features are, the more kind of like grotesque and weird it looks, and it makes you feel a bit uneasy.
I think it's just because we don't really like the Joker's. He's never really had a red nose.
No, and again, we don't know as to the extent of that makeup and how much of that is actually going to be part of the Joker outfit. Or is
I've
that
got
just
a feeling it's going to change throughout the film.
more than likely? What I would have liked to have seen is, because you kind of put this in my idea from, he gets a phone call and it's just like, by the way, your wife and your pregnant wife, they jumped off a building because they can't be dealing with you anymore. They hate you, and he's just like, oh god. And he's just coming from a clown audition, or he was going from a TV audition where he had to dress as a clown and make himself look like an absolute dick in front of a camera, and then still didn't get the part. And then that's the thing that sends him over. And then throughout the film, he's still wearing the same makeup, but it's starting to smudge and rub and fade.
Yeah.
And it's just getting worse and worse and more Heath Ledger-y, I guess. Because that was a good looking visual Joker, because it's all sort of like blotchy and horrible. And like by the end of it, he looks horrific, but he's also doing horrific things by that point as well.
So we don't. Like, do you want to know how I got this nose? Yeah, I would love it if through the whole film, like he only changed the suit, but he kept the shoes. So when he's walking, he's like,
you'd hear him coming from a mile away.
Yeah, but it'd be dead scary. It's like running down an alley.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. Cancel all the rest. You want your Cyborg movie? Forget it. You want your Flash movie? Forget it. Too many directors involved. Get rid of it. Give me more Joker. I want them to just make nothing but Joker films from now on.
Depending how well, this could be dog shit.
Here's another Joker where he's a paintball warden,
and he gets shot in the face, and that's his makeup.
Shot in the face, and then that's what snaps him, and he goes over the edge. And this is a Joker who worked at Greg's, and he put his head in a cheese slice or something and burnt him, and then he went mental and killed everyone. It'd have to be
like a baked bean melt or something to get the different colours.
Yeah, he was cooking a batch of baked bean slices, and they all exploded in his face, and he did like the Tommy Lee Jones Batman. It's all over his face.
I didn't even go there. He had the baked beans explode in his face, and the first thing I thought of was the villain from Die Another Day with the diamonds, but instead of the diamonds, it was baked beans.
So he looks like Hair Star from Preacher.
Yeah.
It's all baked beans at the end of it. Nice, okay.
Well,
I'll tell you what, DC. There's your challenge, Warner Brothers. No more stupid Justice League films. Get rid of all of them. You're done. Make another Wonder Woman if you want to. If that one's good, fine. Carry on making them as well. Get rid of Shazam. Get rid of the Flash and Cyborg. Your Batman solo film, which is falling apart by the sounds of it, and just make nothing but Joker films. Make a female Joker film. Make a black Joker film. Make a Native American Joker film, and everything's set in. Make a Joker film set in the 1700s, where he's just a mental case and goes around killing everyone. Just make
Irish
nothing
Joker.
but Joker films.
I'm up for that. You should have do that for 10 years. And you can have a build up to like the League of Extraordinary Jokers, and it's just all different Jokers.
That's your solo Batman film.
Yeah, but the entire film is just like 30 Jokers trying to fit into a car.
Yeah, it's like Into the Spider-Verse, but it's beat up the Jokerverse. So it's Batman comes in and he has to fight 30 Jokers from different realities.
Oh man, I'd watch the fuck out of that.
But also from a film point of view, from a business point of view, what if you say we're making nothing but Joker films for the next 10 years? People are like, what? So then when you finally got into the end of that 10 years and you've done your like 28th Joker film, and then they go, and here's Man of Steel 2, and people go, oh thank God, yes, it was brilliant. No more Jokers, please. Please, no more Jokers.
Well, speaking of Batman, Dan, and beating things up, did you see?
Well, you'd better wrap this up, man.
This is a good thing to end on.
All right, go on.
Have you keeping up to date with Batman comics?
No.
Well, in the new
I'm reading comics, I'm not a nerd.
Batman Damned #1, which was written by Brian Azzarello, with art by Lee Bermejo, I think his name is, can't remember. the one thing we've never seen in a Batman comic, Dan.
His dick?
Yeah.
You're joking.
You get to see Batman's dick.
Hold on, I'm going to have to Google this right now. What was it? Batman Damned?
Batman Damned #1.
Number 1. Batman's penis. Batman's penis is in a comic book for the first time ever. There we go.
There you go.
Let's have a look at the image. Oh, good God. That's his penis. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good penis. Huh? I wouldn't say it would. I mean, if he's a shower, not a grower, good God, that thing would tear someone in half. Poor Robin. Maybe that's why that Robin in the Teen Titans live thing's like, fuck Batman.
Yeah.
But he's always he walks with a bit of a
Bit of a gammy. It looks like he's got a gammy leg, but
yeah, you're totally right. They've actually put a penis in.
I told you.
I mean, this
It's a good
might seem
book
like
as well, to be honest. But
this might sound like a stupid question, but why?
I'll tell you now. Having read it, has nothing to do with the story.
Right. I mean, is that just in his normal tights?
Yeah, because it's only like that. Then there's like 4 panels with that.
Unless there's like another layer that he puts on top of that, maybe, or
Yeah, it's like
or
underoos.
something. Yeah, but surely then if he's just swinging around and that's just flopping in people's faces as he's battering them, I mean that's a pretty good intimidation tactic.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like fucking. I get hard for justice.
Yeah, and they just see it swaying away. He's got the back cock ring on.
I think he's like it's a cock ring, but it's like a spinning bat symbol. So like before he uses it like a truncheon, and then he spins it and goes and then runs off.
No, I think it's a cock ring, but it's Commissioner Gordon's face. But there's a gap in it where he puts his pubes through, which makes his moustache.
I would absolutely wear the shit out of it.
That'd be good, right? It's like a bottle opener.
Well, there you go, Dan. I think you should save that and add that to your rotating desktop.
Bloody hell, yeah, Batman's penis. I didn't expect to see that. And is that canon now?
No, it's part of the DC's. They've got like a new comic line called Black Label, and it's a bit more adulty.
Well, yeah, throw the cock in there. That's usually a good way of doing it.
But yeah, but it seems to be that's. How can we make this a bit? Let's put a dick in it. Fuck it.
Yeah. How do we know? How do we present it to people so that they know it's a bit edgier and it's a bit more adult? Penis.
It's on the front cover as well.
Not an erect
Not my
penis
joking.
as well. Not just
no, it's flaccid.
A flaccid penis.
Yeah.
Because that if you're gonna have if there's a show where there's a show or a film, unless it's like a weird art film or indie film or something. If there's a full frontal male nudity, there'll be a penis. It'll always be a flaccid penis.
Yeah.
There's never an erect penis.
Yeah. It's why I got fired from my roles on Emmanuel. No. Anyway, before we go, Dan, what is on Dan's monitor? What is on it today? Batman's penis.
No. It will be soon, but not now.
Left.
Are we dressing to the left or to the right today?
I am leaning a little bit more to the left.
Roger that. Okay, yeah, you probably won't get it because I don't think you sent it to me. But it's
Oh,
pretty funny
fucking hell.
But it's
Is it some potatoes falling?
No.
Oh.
It's one of those Valentine's cards, like the e-card things.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Patrick Starr, and it just says, "I'd love you even if you were so ugly that everyone died."
I sent you that.
Oh, maybe you did. Okay, well.
Because you sent me the snake one.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, well, let's change it out then. Well, that's from Vietnam, so you're never going to get that.
A plane flying away without you.
No, he wasn't flying. Fucking hell. Okay, well, this one you did send me, so you might get this. So this is no, it's not drawn. You didn't draw it. It's a picture you've taken, or maybe a screenshot. I can't really tell. But not from your computer.
Is it from my TV?
Yes.
Is it Horizon?
No.
Oh, is it a game though?
No.
Is it Tomb Raider?
No.
But not Tomb Raider, the other film.
Although, speaking of Tomb Raider, I also got Shadow of the Tomb Raider last week.
You did.
So good.
TV.
Carry on.
TV. 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 Can I have another clue, please, Bob?
Think screenshots.
I'm thinking screenshots. It can't be a screenshot if it's on the TV.
Then it's a picture. It's a picture you've taken. But it doesn't look like shitty enough to be just a picture of a TV screen. It looks like it's a snapshot that's been taken from it. Or maybe a tablet or something, I don't know.
Metal Gear Solid.
No.
Oh. I don't know.
You got one more guess in there.
Can I have one more clue?
It's nothing game related.
Is it like film or TV?
Yes.
So it's film or TV.
Yes.
No.
It is the Netflix style.
Was it for my?
I'll let you interrupt me if you can.
For what I've made, is it the thing I've made for watching films and stuff? Povey TV.
There you go.
Fucking ding. Got it in one. No fucking.
No clues at all.
Clothes or anything.
No. No clothes.
No clothes. I was probably naked when I sent it. To be fair.
All right, yeah. But yeah, it's the very cool, and I still like the look of this actually.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, does it not?
Nah.
Oh, God damn it.
It was nice while it lasted.
Deadpool, Ant-Man, The Avengers, Blade 2, and Blade 3 for some reason.
My lovely collection.
Blade 3.
It was just films. It was.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, we put up a video the other week of our LinkedIn conversation where
I forgot about that.
Dan and I had an entire conversation using the auto-generated response feature on LinkedIn.
Probably just state this actually for the record. I think that's probably the stupidest thing we've ever made.
I don't know.
And possibly the worst as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not funny unless you're us.
The only
At that
reason...
specific point when we were making it, because it was hilarious for some reason.
Yeah. I think it was because it was late.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'd had a few painkillers, I don't know. It was fucking hilarious to me, and I don't know why.
It took weeks to edit that, mainly because we were renovating, so I hadn't got access to the PC for nearly a full week. But it took quite a while to edit, and it absolutely wasn't worth it. The only reason I went ahead with it was because you made me laugh through the whole fucking thing. And it's the same situation we had when we did Battalion. Battalion, sorry.
Fucking hell, every time.
Battalion. We got sent an alpha to do for that game, and the audio and the video fucked up, and it took me ages to edit it. And any normal time I'll go, fuck it, it's not worth it. But because I think that's still one of the funniest videos we've ever made, just because of you going batshit fucking crazy. It's like, tits on my fucking knob. You're taking the fucking biscuits.
I was so annoyed playing that game. You have no idea how frustrating that was.
Every single channel reel we'll do from then up until the very end, there'll always be that in there.
Are we going to be known as the Tits on My Fucking Knob channel?
Hey, there's a t-shirt, you can go and fucking buy it. It's in the store right now. And are you taking the biscuits? That's in the store as well. Along with numerous other new items that have been added just this week.
Which you won't be able to see because it hasn't been made active yet.
Yeah, no, you can still buy them. It's just not on the new website.
Oh,
but you can still buy them from the store where you can purchase them since the day it opened. Idiot, stop diverting. Anyway, more new stuff coming up. If you've been keeping an eye on the Instagram and the YouTube channel, because the website hasn't been updated for a long time, We're doing Elmo again, Dan.
Oh, bringing the Elmo back.
Elmo's coming
back. That was the
back.
classic back in the day. Classic Elmo.
Much to actual people asking, I've gone, yeah, we will. And I am in the process of possibly, if you remember, and if you watched the little video I put up at the weekend, as like a little recap from what we did from the last few Elmo videos. Yeah. Elmo's got his little metal T-shirt on because he's a little rock star.
Was it AC/DC T-shirt?
Like a Elmo version of AC/DC.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of possibly getting a little PvP T-shirt made for him.
No way.
So we'll see how that goes.
Well, you could just literally just print it on a piece of black paper and just stick it on him.
No, he's only done properly.
All right.
I'm going to get him a dressing room and everything.
Okay.
So coming up very soon, we'll be doing some more Elmo Explores the Internet. It's going to be fun.
Oh, well, I am looking forward to that.
Yeah,
So it's always good because you never know what
It could be literally
ridiculous
anything.
fucking people are going to be on, I don't know, chat roulette or Omegle or whatever it was.
Omegle, I want to say. It's all the fuck it's
Not
saying.
a lot of penises though. That's one thing I will say. I was expecting a lot more penises.
More so than we had, yeah. More so than we did have. But yeah, that's coming up soon, along with loads of other stuff. I say it every week, but the new website will be up soon. It's looking
we just get
good.
A counter as to how many times you've actually promised this,
Nope.
and then nothing.
Oh no, at the end of technically, I haven't broke a promise. The website's there, and there's nobody can see it yet.
True enough.
It looks good though.
It does. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fond of
nice.
it.
It's very nice. So that'll be up soon. If you listen to this on Patreon, obviously straight after this, you can listen to the PvPPS, where we just talk random bullshit. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. Who knows? Find out.
It's definitely not planned though.
100% not planned. You can tell that.
Yeah.
This is planned and it's dog shit. You can see all that stuff, except for the Patreon exclusive content, at www.podcastdisplay.com or .co.uk. You can go to the YouTube, which is youtube.com/podcast-versus-player. Instagram is at...
Can you enunciate, please?
No, at podcast-versus-player. And
There you
Twitter
go.
at podcast-versus-player. Let's go. Bye!